How come this is the third time we're actually taking focus from the fighters and the fights and talking about what you have in your body, whether it's a picogram or a pictogram? Why have you tested now positive?
Next question, please. Thank you.
All right. Dana White, tell me, why are we still having this guy here instead of seeing a 2-year suspension like Frank Mir?
Why are we still what? What's the question? Hold on. Hold on.
Sit down.
I'm sitting down.
I want to take the
you.
mic from her. Better questions. Better
just
journalism.
wanna know
I don't understand what your question is.
Is there a real
what's the reason?
Better
for him
journalism.
having
Better
a
journalism.
picogram
You
in
suck.
his body?
Better journalism.
Hold on.
What's the reason for Jon Jones having a picogram in his body?
That's been the topic of
That's
this
why I'm
entire.
asking him.
Yeah,
Have you been listening?
I told talk to Jeff Nowitzki about that. If you want to know the science of what's going on, talk to him.
Alexander, what are your thoughts? The focus is on this instead of the big fight coming up.
Finally, a good question.
It's bad for the sport. It's bad for the organization. It's not good for anyone having this type of conversations before a fight. It doesn't really matter to me. We're here now. The fight is happening, and I'm happy for that. I've never been this ready.
Cyborg,
Yes.
I can see you don't have that energy in your face. Are you affected about this? All this mess.
You don't have energy in your face?
I have a lot of energy. I can fight now.
Who is this girl? Who are you?
Hey, I have a
missed
lot
that
of energy.
Where did you
smile.
come
I missed that
from?
smile.
All right, next question.
I heard you and Jeff Nowitzki say, and Andy Foster said it as well, that you are 100% sure that this isn't as a result of a new ingestion. This is the same metabolite that was in his system back in July of 2017. The question I don't seem to find the answer to is, how do you know that?
Because that's what the experts are saying. The experts are telling us that's what they do. How else would I know? The experts are telling us.
And I don't expect you to know, but who are the
Thank you.
Who are the experts?
Ask Nowitzki. Call Nowitzki and set up an appointment to have an interview with him. He'll tell you.
Ariel, I can help you with that.
You probably can't, actually. You let Nowitzki answer that question for you.
I would love.
Nowitzki's the expert on that. Jon Jones is calling it a pictogram, for Christ's sake. Okay?
Unfortunately, he's not
I don't
here.
think he can answer that question. So talk to Nowitzki. If you want to talk drugs, talk to Nowitzki.
A question for Alex. How do you feel about the way this has been handled from your perspective?
I'm just happy we got a fight on Saturday. I only feel for the fans. I feel for all the fighters' family members coming in and friends. But for myself, I'm flexible. I'm here to fight, and I'm happy we have a fight. It doesn't matter if it's on rocket fuel or whatever. I'm gonna beat him anyway on Saturday night. There you go.
You say the same shit every interview. I'm in the best shape of my life.
You're not, John.
I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm in the best shape of my
not.
life. I'm ready. I'm in the best shape of my life. You say the same dry ass shit every fight.
And you're not,
Shut
John.
the f up.
And you are not.
You said the same shit before you got knocked out in front of your whole country. Shut the f up.
Okay, John. Okay.
So Dana, wanted to ask you, has there been any compensation that's going to be given to the fighters since they'll have an increased income tax?
Any conversation, what?
Compensation for the increased income tax in California for the other fighters?
Who's going to pay my income tax in California?
And all the states.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's either that or not fight. Nobody gets paid and nobody does anything. It is what it is. We had to move it. And listen, it's costing everybody more money.
Just want to ask one for you, Dana. I know that this hasn't been an ideal situation, but there has been some fan backlash that said, man, the UFC didn't care about the fans making this decision. How would you address those people that said, man, you did us wrong by making this decision?
Yeah, listen, it's not an easy decision to make. You have to, you got to pull the trigger and you got to make moves. You're not going to make everybody happy. You can't make every fan, every fighter. But we gave the fans in Las Vegas the opportunity to get tickets first, and the tickets are cheaper. We had over 3,000 people buy tickets here that had tickets in Vegas. We did everything we could to make it better.
One more for you, John. I've heard you say that you're angry that this test came out, that you don't think it should have came out because it's such a small substance, and USADA is not treating this as a failed drug test. Are you going to do anything about, are you going to complain to them? Is there any kind of recourse that you can take about should this information have even come out in the first place?
Well, no, and that's another thing. People are like, oh, John must be paying off USADA, which is impossible. If Lance Armstrong can't afford to pay off USADA, you think I can? No, it just doesn't happen. USADA's been around for so long. They're so credible. But I get it's me, so people like to come up with crazy stuff, and just like when I first came out, people are like, oh, his arms are long, that's why he wins. There's always going to be something. There's nothing I can come at USADA about it. The fact is, I'm man enough to say there is something in my system that is microscopic, that is so small, that does not help me do shit. And there's no reason to come at USADA about this. What I am is a guinea pig for our sport. What I'm finding out is that this shit is happening all across sports. There's so many athletes right now that has the M3 metabolite in their body, and it's coming in pulses and it's coming in waves. But my situation is the most public. But the reason why I'm here today being able to fight is because it gives me no advantage. I guarantee you there's many people in the audience that has shit that's on the ban list that's never done any type of steroid, that wouldn't even know what this shit is. The fact of the matter is there is something in my bloodstream. It does not give me any advantage, and I'm grateful that USADA found it because I'll be able to educate myself and know more about it. And for fighters in the future, it's going to help out a lot of people. No one said it should be easy being who I am. I accept the difficulty in it, and I'm up for the challenge. And like I said, through science, I feel like I'll be vindicated. So no worries. This is all going to be a blessing in disguise for me.
Now, after the latest developments, I'll ask you again, do you believe Jon Jones is a cheater?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. This guy is not confident. He has to put shit in his body to be confident. That's how he is.
What'd you say about confident? I'm not confident? What are you saying?
You're not confident. You're not confident at all. You put shit in your body.
So what have I put in my mind? What have I said?
In your mind, in your body. You put shit in your body.
Oh, I put shit in my body.
Yes, you do.
That makes me confident.
You're not confident at all.
So I put a pictogram of a steroid in my body, and that makes me...
Whatever you're saying. Whatever you're saying.
It's good. It's good that you believe. It's good that you actually believe.
But you know what? It doesn't matter.
It's good that you actually...
John, it doesn't matter.
It's good that you actually... No, it does matter because you just said that. It's good that you actually believe that a microscopic pictogram somehow has allowed me to become more confident. I'm glad that you believe that.
That's what you're getting confident from.
You believe that
on Saturday it will be different.
You believe that I beat you because of a microscopic...
It won't help you this time.
You believe that I beat you because of a microscopic pictogram.
It won't help you this time. It's illegal shit in your body.
Wow.
Illegal stuff in your body. It's
not
like some protein or whatever.
No, what was found in my body is 100% on the ban list. 100%.
There you have it, guys. There you have it.
And you honestly believe
it's still going down
that
on
I
Saturday.
beat you and I beat every other 24 fights that I've ever been in against the baddest dudes in the world because a microscopic pictogram. You honestly believe that?
I do.
Good.
John, as you mentioned, it was a pictogram or something or other, but it is still illegal by the World Anti-Doping Organization and such. What steps have you taken to make sure that there's nothing like this ever happens again, considering that it now has been a reoccurring occurrence?
So me, I was no genius throughout schooling. So I'm learning all these things about pictograms and picograms. See there, exactly. I'm learning as we speak. I'm still learning what this stuff is. And the funniest thing is someone trying to convince me as an undefeated fighter that I'm not confident because of a pictogram. I think
shit in your body, John.
I think this is so funny that the person who lost is making an excuse of a microscopic chemical. Instead of just saying Jon Jones's balls is way bigger than mine, and that's why he beat me. This guy,
piss test, huh?
This
because
guy,
I have no balls.
This guy,
who has the smallest balls there? You and me.
This guy is.
I'm the one not having illegal shit in my body.
This guy.
I say I have balls. You don't have balls, my friend.
This guy has found.
You get illegal shit in your body.
This guy has found a way to justify why he lost. It's hilarious.
We'll see on Saturday.
It's hilarious. So I've been being educated by USADA, and now I'm being drug tested by WADA to prove my innocence. And so from what I understand, what is found in my body is like taking a grain of salt, or let's say a grain of sugar.
But John, nobody cares about it's a grain of salt. You have illegal shit in your body, John.
Okay, yes. Okay, you just said your piece. Now let me explain. Let me answer, please. A grain of salt, imagine this. Imagine a grain of salt and chopping that into 48 million pieces. That is why I beat Alexander Gustafsson? 48 million pieces, one piece of salt. And that is why I almost knocked him out in the 4th round?
John, John,
and the craziest thing is that
we have a fight coming up now on Saturday.
Oh,
you still have that picogram in your body.
Yes, I did, and that's why I beat you. That picogram. I would love to give you 1 picogram back, 1 grain of salt back.
No, thank you. I'm good.
And then let's see what you do with it.
No, I'm good. I have my balls,
you
John.
You still would have been a bitch in the championship rounds with a picogram in your system,
Who has the next question?